She literally was like, I want you to do drive-thru because you're so pretty and the niggas gonna be coming through. That's all she was worried about, how pretty I was. How pretty, I want you to do drive-thru because the niggas will be coming through. It was like a group of niggas coming in. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, the niggas coming in. The niggas ain't at the drive-thru, baby. They in the lobby. But I want fucking with the niggas. You know, I'm just looking at them.
Bet you walk away to me. Matter of fact, actually, that's a guarantee. Our friendship will guarantee.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Period. Like, comment, and subscribe. We just hit 100 subscribers, I think, like 2 days ago. So thanks to everybody that watched me and they just support me. You know what I'm saying? Today's video, as y'all can see from the title, I got a little story time. So tea to spill. Last video I did say that next video will be some tea. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on so you can notify every single time I upload a new video. Period. Grab your snacks and let's get into the video. Maybe like the second or third week of September, started my first fast food job. It was at Wendy's. So I was there for about 6 or 7 days. Yeah, 6 or 7 days, and then that was it. Second week, or was the third week of September. So applied for the job and I go to the interview. Everybody got along, everybody was cool, everybody was vibing, you know, chilling. I go to the interview and I'm letting them know like, hey, I'm here for an interview. Came out maybe like 2 minutes after. I'm chopping it up with her. She's a black manager. Like I said, everybody in there is black. So she didn't ask me none of that, y'all. Like, she didn't ask me none of that. So I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I'm not tripping. She's like, what's your name? I tell her my name. Just telling her about me. So she's like, okay, cool. You're real pretty. She's like, what position did you apply for? I'm like, I applied for cook. She's like, you applied for cook? You want to do cook? Like, that's the face she gave me. Like, you want to do cook? I'm like, yeah, I want to do cook. She's like, oh, I don't think you should do cook. I want to have you at the drive-thru. And if y'all see me looking down, the messages right here. So she's like, no, I don't think you should do cook. I think you should do drive-thru. I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, and y'all, I'm not lying when I say this. She literally was like, I want you to do drive-thru because you're so pretty and the niggas gonna be coming through. That's all she was worried about, how pretty I was. She's like, you're so pretty. I want you to do drive-thru because the niggas will be coming through. Well, she didn't say niggas, but she was just like dudes. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, that's fine. So, you know, interview cool. She telling me when I can start. I'm like, whenever you want me to start. I started like what? I think 4 days after the interview. I go in, it was like on a Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, my first day was on a Wednesday. I go in, she got me on drive-thru. I'm like, okay, drive-thru, cool. First day, you know, easy, cool. As for the third day and the fourth day, because like I said, I was only there for like 6 or 7 days. Literally, only 6, 7 days. Got off the drive-thru, and I didn't really like the drive-thru because the third day, it was getting real busy. I'm like, okay, I got time for this. Even though the niggas was coming through. I mean, I wasn't trying to see the niggas because it really wasn't no niggas coming through for real. But it was niggas coming through for real, if you get what I'm saying. Like the lobby, I fuck with the lobby. But let me tell y'all. So like I said, first 2 days on drive-thru, cool. Third, fourth day, I'm on lobby. She got me on lobby. She like, I'm gonna put you at the lobby. I'm like, okay, cool. So the lobby, I fuck with the lobby. The lobby was cool. It was slow. It wasn't too busy, but it wasn't like boring too, where like ain't nobody coming in. Like, it was a perfect flow. Too fast, it wasn't too slow. So I'm like, okay, cool. I like the lobby. I fuck with the lobby. It was like a group of niggas coming in. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, the niggas coming in. The niggas ain't at the drive-thru, baby. They in the lobby. And I want fucking with the niggas. You know, I'm just looking at them. I want to say the 23rd or the 24th. Oh, which day? But it was either September 23rd or September 24th. I don't know why this oven keep beeping, y'all. Text me September 23rd or September 24th. It don't even matter which day she texts me. But she texts me. I'm gonna put the messages on the screen so y'all can see. So the hiring manager texts me. Y'all know we got a hiring manager. You got the morning manager and you got the evening manager, overnight manager. You got so many different managers. Hiring manager texts me and she's like, can you work at the Wendy's on Rainbow Street? Now, the first location that I went to with the interview and all that stuff, it's away from my house. So I'm like, okay, cool. It's down the street. Now, when she texted me and asked me, can I work at another location that was 18 minutes away from my house, y'all? I work from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. every day except for Saturday and Sunday. So I go in. It was on a Friday. She's like, you can go home. It's too many people on clock. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I go home, the call. So she trying to call, hit me up like, what we finna do? Because it's the weekend. I'm like, okay, cool. I can spend my weekend with my sister and, you know, vibe and chill. Friday come, texting her. I'm like, do I come in today? And she's like, no, you don't have to come in. So I'm like, okay, cool. So Saturdays and Sundays, I'm off. When I came up there on Thursday to come in to work like a normal day, she's telling me like, you know, you could go home. It's too many people on clock. They got 2 new people. I called and told me like, you know, I don't have to come in today. And I kept trying to call your number. I kept trying to call your phone, but nobody was answering. I'm looking at my missed calls, trying to see if she called me. And I do see like 8 missed calls. Like, damn, I didn't get not one of the calls. But then I had to look at my phone. I end up having my phone to where, like, if I don't have numbers saved in my phone, like, it's not gonna ring. It's just gonna go straight to voicemail. So I'm like, okay, well, my bad. I didn't get your call. I didn't get no text. I didn't get nothing. I was texting them Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, asking them, like, do I come in? She's like, no, you don't have to come in. So I'm like, okay, cool. There's nobody telling me when I come in or when the next time I need to come in. Nobody calling me, telling me, nobody texting me, telling me, like, I need to know what's tea. Y'all just got me in the loop. I'm texting the hiring manager. So I text her and I'm asking her Monday and Tuesday. I text her, I'm like, do I come in? She's like, no. Wednesday come. The hiring manager texts me and she's like, can you work at the Wendy's on Rainbow? And I'm like, no. I'm telling her no. But before I said no, call my best friend and I'm like, manager text me and just said, do I want to work at the Wendy's on Rainbow? Which, like I said, 18 minutes away from me, when I can be working at the one that's 10 minutes away. Make it make sense. Like, yeah, she just asked me that too, but I said no. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to say no too. Not because I want to say no, because he said no. He was like, okay, that's the only place I have space at. I'm talking to my on the phone with my best friend. I'm like, that's the only place she got space at. But you didn't tell me that when I was at the interview. Oh, this is the only place I have space at that's 18 minutes away from, you know, this location or from where I'm at. But at the interview, she said she had 2 locations. But she said, oh, I want you to work at this location. She wanted me to work at the drive-thru so the niggas be coming through. So I'm like, okay, cool. If you didn't have space at that location when you was doing the interview with me, you should have said that. You should have been like, oh, I don't have space at this specific location, but I do have space at another location. Are you willing to work at this location? She didn't say none of that. She just told me she had 2 locations. She wanted me to work at the location that I was already at. So I'm like, that I did the interview at. So I'm like, okay, cool. That's fine with me. I'm like, oh, okay. Can we change my hours around at the place that I'm currently at? Now, this is where stuff got a little, you know, out of control. And she wasn't accepting the fact that I told her no. You need to accept the fact that when an employee tell you no, y'all need to both come to an agreement, figure something out, both work with each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, just because you're a hiring manager, I'm not going to say nothing because you're the manager. I will never work a fast food job again. Now, I'm not knocking the people who do. You get your money, how you get your money. Not finna play with me. So I'm like, you know, like, no, I'm not working at the location. Can I change my hours at the location that I'm currently at? I'm trying to work with her, y'all. Y'all get what I'm saying? I'm trying to work with her. I ain't want to go to the other location. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's switch my hours around since I ain't going to the other location. I'm trying to work with you here. You get what I'm saying? But she wasn't trying to work with me. I told her, like, you know, can we switch my hours around? She's like, what hours can you do? I'm on the phone with my best friend the whole time me and this manager is going back and forth texting. I'm on the phone with my best friend. I'm like, she asking me what hours can I do. Mind you, my best friend been there for 2 years, y'all. 2 years. I only been there for 6 or 7 days. You know how she move and stuff like that. I don't know nothing. I'm just been there for damn near a week and that's it. So she's like, what hours can you do? So I'm on the phone with my best friend like, best, what's the best hours I could do besides 4 to 9? Because them was my hours. He like, do closing because he did closing. Okay, 6 p.m. to closing is fine, which they close at 11. I don't know if I can work that. I was hiring at the Rainbow store. I know y'all probably confused because she said Rainbow store. What she meant by Rainbow store is a Wendy's on Rainbow Street. Like I said, 18 minutes away from where I'm at. So if you was hiring at the Rainbow store, didn't you tell me at the interview, hey, I'm only hiring at the Wendy's on Rainbow Street that's like blah, blah, blah minutes from here. You told me, hey, I got 2 locations, but I want you to stay at this location because you wanted me to work drive-thru. Girl, you should have said that in that interview. You didn't say that. I'm like, okay, I have a question. This what stuff got, you know. I'm like, okay, I got a question. She's like, yes. I went in Friday and it was 2 new people. How come I have to switch locations? I was willing to switch my hours since I'm not trying to switch locations. After I told her I went in Friday, it was 2 new people. And I was willing to switch my hours with you, trying to work with you since I wasn't going to go to the other location that's far away from me when it's 10 minutes right here. And you could send the 2 other people that just got to this location that I'm at. The 2 new people here, you could be sending over there. So she's like, they going to the other location. But 6 p.m. don't work for either locations. We start evenings at 3 and 4. Okay, that makes sense. We do start evenings at 3 o'clock. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. But if they was going to the other location, I was going to the other so she was sending 4 people to the other location, y'all. She was trying to send my best friend, me, and the 2 new people that was at the current location that me and my best friend was at. So I'm like, why are you trying to send me and him to the other location when you could be sending the other 2 people to the other location? I feel like she was lying when she said they going to the other location. 2 new people she had was not going to the other location. They was staying right here at the location I'm at. So that's why you wanted to send me and my best friend to the other location. And then when we told you no, you got upset. And so now you're like, okay, both of them said no, they don't want to go to the other location. So now she got to figure something out. So I'm like, okay, got it. I understand. So my hours are from 4 to 9. Those hours was taken at the location that I'm currently at. She didn't answer my question. So she's like, can you work the location?
I don't know who to slap. I don't know who to slap.
Why you asking me again? That's how you know she wasn't accepting the fact that I was saying no. Said, no, I cannot. You're not accepting the fact that I said no. Gave another person my hours, just say that. Have a nice day. It was like, your pay card's here. She texted me like 2 days after that. She's like, your pay card's here. And I'm like, where? At the job? She's like, yeah. Because it's like, for the 6 and 7 days that I was there, that means that my pay card been there. And the whole time, nobody said nothing. Coming in, clocking in to work, and you not telling me, you not letting me know that my pay card's here. It's been there. But the hiring manager that I worked with never been like, oh, Jay, your pay card's here. Not finna ask me, can I work a location? And then when I tell you no, you're upset. So you ask me again, like if I'm gonna change my mind. One thing about me, if I say no, my answer is no unless I decide to change my mind. If I say no, my answer is no. So I go up there, y'all, 2 days after me and her was going back and forth in the messages that Wednesday. So this is maybe like on a Friday. That week later. So I get my pay card and had another manager come out. Like I say, they have so many different managers to get my pay card. And so she's like, oh, okay, let me get the manager. So she called me. I was just finna say her name. We're gonna call her Miss D. And she didn't come to the front. So in my head, I'm like, yeah, she know not to come to the front because you knew you was wrong. Knew that I was gonna say a few little words to you. Now I wasn't finna go up there and make a scene and do the most because that was where I worked. So it's like, I'm not finna cause a scene, but at the same time, I was finna say a few little words to her, and she knew exactly what I was gonna do. Comes back and she gives me my car, and I'm like, thank you, have a nice day. Boom, never went back up there, never seen them again. Finna play with me. I don't care if you're a job, I don't care if you my friend, I don't care who you is, you're not finna play with me. Especially when I'm trying to work with you, change my hours and my time and stuff like that, and you not trying to work with me. I think I can last for like 3 months. 3 months? Couldn't even last damn near 2 weeks.
With that dog love, yeah. But this ain't no fucking love song. It's crazy, you're still pretty when you cry.